to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're doing a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, right now it's about 6:10 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is at $116,943. And before we do the top-down analysis, I'm going to go over the 15-minute chart. Yesterday I left you guys with a possible cup and handle play, with the measured move taking us to about 116,400, let's call it. And not only did we make it there, but we went as high as 116,960, almost 117k. So congratulations to whoever took that play. Another big win for the FlexCandle community. Now let's start off with the weekly chart. Now on the weekly chart here, we have 5 days and 2 hours before this candle closes. This past Sunday we closed a green candle. We were above the 21 moving average at 110,529. Stochastics RSI are pretty much reset, and we're starting to point up, and so far we have another green candle. This could be another green candle 3 weeks in a row. There was one time here that we had 7 green candles in a row. Could we redo this again? Let's see what ends up happening. On the other time frames, a 6-day time frames, let's just look at the Stochastics RSI real quick, and we can see that the 6-day, the stochastics are reset, we're pointing up. The 5-day, the same thing is happening. On the 4-day, same thing, we're on the way up. 3-day, we're on the way up. We got above the 21 moving average as well. On the 2-day chart, stochastics are getting above the dotted line here. We're getting toppy, but we could still drag here for a little bit, and we're also above the 21 moving average. This is bullish. On the daily chart, yesterday we closed an indecisive green candle, but at least it was green. We stayed above the 50-day moving average, and now we have a big green candle as well. This candle closes in about an hour and 45 minutes. So far this is looking really good. This is where I have the inverted head and shoulder, with the measure move taking us to about 117,844. We made it as high as basically 117k. So this is already a winning trade, but I feel like we will be making it at least to the top of this red line here around 118k or so. Stochastics are toppy, but we could definitely curve back up and drag here as well. As you can see, the RSI is also pointing up, so things are looking bullish right now for Bitcoin. Now on the 22-hour chart, stochastics are toppy, but look, we're rolling back up. We're above all the moving averages. That's bullish. 12-hour chart, the same thing is happening, bullish. 10-hour chart, stochastics on the way up. We're above the 200 moving average also on the 8-hour chart. 6-hour chart, stochastics are low, on the way up. We're above all the moving averages. Everything's looking very bullish right now for Bitcoin. On the 4-hour chart, stochastics are starting to get to the top. We regain above the 21 moving average. We're really above the 200 moving average now, so all of this is bullish. We got this cross here of the 21 moving average and the 200 moving average. That's bullish as well. So everything's looking really good so far going into Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow. Now a lot is going to have to do with what happens tomorrow. Everyone's expecting a 25-point basis cut. Some people think that maybe we could get 50, but what's for certain is more than likely 25. If he does 50, I feel like the market's going to go up. Now if we could do 25, people are already expecting it. Now it depends on how he talks. Is he gonna talk hawkish? Maybe the market won't like that. Maybe we drop down. If he's a little bit dovish, maybe the markets will start popping off here. Now the stochastics on the 1-hour chart, we see that it's getting a little bit toppy. We're kind of like upward flagging here. Kind of looks like a rising wedge, but we are above the 21 moving average. That's like 115,872. We're kind of far away, so I can see us maybe going more sideways, flagging out and letting the 21 moving average catch up to price, and then from there maybe going up. And on the 15-minute chart, this is where we had the beautiful cup and handle play earlier that I showed you. So far we kind of are flagging out here. So let's see, could this be some type of ascending triangle that's happening at the moment? Let's see if this plays out. If we could stay above the 21 moving average, the stochastics are low enough that it looks like we could continue going up. See what the measured move of this would be, and if this ascending triangle plays out, we could make it to $118,706, which would meet my prediction of going up to at least 118k or higher. So right now for today, I feel like we might be going a little bit higher, possibly to 118k, maybe 119k. Then we might get some resistance. I will probably expect a little dumpage tomorrow before the Jerome Powell speaks, and then he's really going to dictate where the market goes tomorrow after he speaks. So that's basically it right now, guys. We're still within that range that I told you, between 110k and 120k. So guys, that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.